Hey, what's up guys, aarava here, and welcome back to a brand new part of my F1 Manager 22 career mode. If you guys did miss the previous part where this new driver lineup formed for the very first time, then be sure to go check that one out before you see this one, because we head into the Imola GP, spoiler alert, having won the last Grand Prix. It was a fantastic debut for our new, old but starring driver, Fernando Alonso. Of course, bloody Alonso found a way to win that last race. It was a lot of nerves if that was the right decision to fire Bottas, get Fernando in, because this is not a long-term signing. This is a short-term, short-thrill signing, but I think we need a short-term solution to the difficulty we've been having of taking this team to where we want it to be, fighting the teams above us of Ferrari and Red Bull. And it's not going to be the same story here at Imola. It's not going to be, wins from now on and challenging from what, I know that we also got a little bit of the rub of the green. We're very clever with the strategy with Alonso, pitting him under the safety car that came out. We can't guarantee a safety car coming out at the right time every time, but we did make the most of it, and I think Fernando, he didn't make a mistake in that race, and he was there to pick up the pieces and do the job, and that's the kind of driver Alonso is. In the right scenario, he will always try and get the maximum that's possible. Even if the car had 3 wheels, he will try and make the most of it. But looking at the email then, post debrief, cornering, brake cooling still an issue, something that we will be addressing this episode, because I believe our new suspension that helps brake cooling, the design gets done before this Imola GP, so hopefully we can manufacture that before in time. So at Imola, we'll come to Imola with a car that has significantly better brake cooling. But the board are very happy with what happened at Albert Park. But, here we go. The vote results. Here we go. Thanks to all the teams for voting on the minor technical change. The majority voted in favour for the below options. So the changes that are passed are the minimal regulation changes. So that did go through. We voted for them, as well as most of the teams on the grid. Haas, Alpine, and surprisingly Red Bull voted against that. They maybe voted for the major changes of like 10% changes here. So I'm surprised at that, because it would kind of benefit kind of the smaller teams maybe being able to research a lot into next year's car. But to be fair, Williams also voted for these minor changes, but the minor changes affect chassis, front wing, rear wing, side pods, underfloors, everything. Pretty much everything on the car is changing for next year. So I've seen some, from, if you watch my Reddit video, the last Reddit video we did, it seems like things really started to change after, like, we're talking seasons 3 to 4 in this game. So I think we're going to see some more exciting changes in the pecking order in the seasons to come. This season, it's about rattling through and trying to make the most of it. And that's why I signed Fernando Alonso, because right now, a driver of his caliber, his experience, his wily foxiness, that's what we're looking for in this season. And then we'll try and sign someone who can keep for a couple of seasons then, when hopefully the pecking order switches up and we're there, able to fight for consistent podiums and the win. Pourchaire, his development continues on. He's got 2 development points here, so I'm going to add these on to, I'm going to go on to reactions, because that's quite low, 61. So we'll go 63 on those, because of course, even though, individually there may be attributes that are more important than others, I think we're overall trying to get him as high up as we can. And who knows, maybe Pourchaire is that driver that will be kind of trying to develop to a point where we can, put him in a future season. I will say so, though, unfortunately, the improvement system of drivers on this game isn't as aggressive as one would hope. And recently, F1 Manager, they put a post out on their Reddit that said that the next patch that's coming up, that will be the last major patch, or any patch really, that they do for this game, as they move their focus onto next year's project, which was a little bit of a shame. I can see, it is the first game they've made ever, so it is kind of, you got to cast your minds back to like F1 2010 for Codemasters. Like, they never really did that many patches to change the game drastically post-launch. So I think, we hold games to a very high standard nowadays, because we're used to this live service, but I think we can cut Frontier a bit of slack in terms of it is their first entry. I would have liked them to have still fixed a couple of things in this game, because there are still some big things where it kind of hurts the prolonged life of playing multiple seasons of this game. But at the same time, you can clearly see it's one of those foundational games, a bare bones game, where they're going to build on it for the years to come. And, you know, I'm quite excited of where the F1 Manager series could go in the coming years, game dev wise. But yeah, so we're going to make the most of what we've got here, and that means, you know, signing drivers like Alonso who have the pedigree already to try and make the most of it. So research has opened up, but we are going to wait until we have got actual ATR, a new ATR period, to actually do some research, etc., into this car. So we're going to actually right now delve into some more design of the car. If we analyze the car a little bit, if I go back to car analysis, wherever it is, car analysis, if I change it and I compare it to Red Bull, our top end speed is only 5th compared to their 1st. I think that's a large part of why Red Bull are so quick, and, you know, Ferrari as well. It's the straight line speed. So I'm going to go ahead and design a brand new rear wing and try and maximize it for the straight line speed. Going to skew this one to drag reduction focus at the maximum, low speed and medium speed down, because we are actually very good now in these parts of the cars. DRS delta as well, all the way down, because DRS, we know, is a little bit hit and miss sometimes. I actually just want this car to be good in a straight line, even without DRS. To hopefully then just have a better car base in those situations where we're being attacked, maybe. I'm going to put 5 engineers on it to try and bring that down the completion time. Going to go for the normal approach, because we only have 1.6 million in the bank. We already have to manufacture our new suspension, so I want to leave a bit of money there to actually make those parts. So we'll go for just the normal approach. So 45 days. So that's not going to come in now for, you know, that's going to be at least a couple of races. But I think we're just going to have to just suck it up of that. We're not going to be able to spend as much cash on rushing upgrades like we did in Season 1. But maybe, because now we know that this season maybe isn't the season where we're going to be soaring up to winning this championship, we can kind of, you know, accept that and go long term a bit with it. In terms of manufacturing parts, we have our new side pods to make that we got in last episode, the design of it, but we had no time or no cash to make the new side pods because we were signing Alonso. So we'll go ahead and make 2 of those. For now, I won't have a spare, because side pods actually rarely get damaged in this game, I've seen. So I think we'll be fine with no spare, and if we need a spare, we can move back to the old one. The approach will be normal. If I rush it, we could get this done in time, maybe. For the Imola GP, what's that? 28. So we need it done on the 27th of April. So if I make that, I think we could just about make it in time. That'll be 225k. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let's rush that. And then our suspension's going to get done. That's going to get done in like 6 days' time. So that probably will only get 1 done in time. Suspension now is designed. So now we can manufacture that. So if we go back to here, manufacture suspension, new one. And this one is going to be, well, that's, we're only going to get 1 done in time for Imola. So we're going to have to choose which driver gets that. We have finished refurbishments that we've done on the wind tunnel, because that was getting a little bit old at the time. I think one of you guys was saying that, why don't we just upgrade it? But of course now we don't really have the cash to go ahead and upgrade things like that right now, so we're just looking at refurbishing it. CFD Simulator Hub, it needs refurbishment as well technically, but that's going to cost 4 million to refurbish. Cash we don't have at the moment. So this is the only problem with what we did last episode, signing Alonso, is at the moment we have such little cash reserve. We need to build that back up. Right, suspension and side pod made, or at least 1 suspension made in time. So we will have both drivers with 2 new side pods, one of them with a new suspension. I mean, basing off last episode, do we give the suspension to Alonso? Or I feel like, you know, it's only fair that we give GASLY that suspension, since he was the original driver when we designed it. I think, you know, with Fernando being as good as he is, that could offset that performance maybe. Oh no, the suspension did get made in time. Hang on a minute. I've got 2 of them. Oh, we can give them to both of them then. Side pods, yeah, we've got 2 of those new ones, but then suspension, I've got 2 of them. Oh, okay. Problem solved. No discrepancy. Both of them can have the new suspension. So practice done, as was the case in the last episode. FP3 taking charge on the hard compound tyre just to get this set up as high as we can. I think we're in the high 80s for both GASLY and Alonso. Might improve into qualifying as we saw last episode. So not really too fussed about where they ended up in terms of the lap times. And this is now the episode where I'm going to start actively making sure that I basically keep one of the engine, ERS and gearbox components back for all the practice sessions, and then we'll try and put in as fresh of a unit in basically for the qualifying and the races. And then we're going to have to tactically think about taking penalties in the upcoming races. I don't want to leave it all to the end like we had last season, where, you know, it was for the first time, so I didn't really, you know, gauge how much these parts wear out. But definitely now, like the AI do, it's worth taking a penalty maybe earlier in the season at a place where we feel like we're confident that we can make overtakes and the car's going well. In these early stages, though, I just want to try and get the maximum out of the performance we can. But let's head on through into seeing how qualifying goes and then into the race. So simulating Q2, and we are P5 and 6, so not as high as we maybe were at Australia. You know, about, you know, 2/10 there, the difference of the class, so maybe not as close as we were to these two teams. You know, Imola, I think, you know, different characteristics a little bit to Australia, so maybe that's why we're a bit closer to Merc, actually, than we were to the top teams last episode. But let's see. I think, you know, it seemed like simulating Q3. I don't think we would have got that front row with GASLY, let's say, or, you know, as high as we did if we were to take the qualifying session ourselves. I think the computer actually does a much better job of doing qualifying than I have done. Maybe I'll go back to taking qualifying if I can figure that out. But I think for me at the moment, from what I've seen in tests I've done, simulating it is actually better than doing it yourself. And, well, 5-6, what more could you ask there? We're clearly not maybe as good as we were in Australia to get in the mixer. But saying that, though, only 500ths behind Sainz, so maybe we are. And again, we've got that gap to Mercedes, so again, maybe we can snap at the heels a little bit of these guys with a more aggressive strategy. No rain this time around Imola like was the case in Season 1, so it's going to be, well, either these two one-stops or a two-stop involving a soft compounder tyre, which I'm a little bit reluctant at. So I reckon maybe we switch this up and do a two-stop, maybe with a hard compound involved, but pushing it quite hard. So looking at the estimated time, we can shave off some time here by pushing hard on mediums, like max out attack, then the same on hards again, on a set of hards, and then a little bit more reserved on that last stint, maybe. Alonso's worse on his tyres than GASLY is, I believe. So we're going to go for the two-stop with Fernando, for sure. With GASLY, I'm thinking, honestly, the same, but if so many people are doing a one-stop, maybe it's worth splitting the strategies just to see what ends up being the better one.
As the sun continues to shine, it seems like nothing can dampen the mood of excitement here at the track. Looking here at Fernando Alonso, a top 10 position today, but will they be able to capitalize on it? And it's the second Alfa Romeo there. They're in the front half of the pack, so there's plenty of potential for them. Will their hard work pay off today?
We shall see,
The
Crofty.
crowd are on their feet in anticipation of this. The
Two-stop
Emilia-Romagna
versus
Grand Prix.
the one-stop. Let's see.
Lights out and away we go.
We are on the way indeed, and from the onboard of Alonso, looking ahead, it's going to be 2x2. The two Red Bulls battling. GASLY fires down around the outside of Fernando and gets up into P5. That was a bit surprising. He's on the Alonso being on the two-stop. Kind of almost need Alonso to be the one spearheading this. So kind of low-key hoping that he can just re-overtake GASLY. Again, like last episode, so early on in their new partnership. I don't want to be doing any team orders. But right now, Alonso is under threat from Russell. It's 3 wide as the two Mercs are trying to have a go. And I saw some different tyres there. Russell on the hard compound, Hamilton on medium. So a lot of people trying mediums, a lot of people on hard. So that might be the only issue with this two-stop maybe that we're planning with Alonso, is he might get held up in traffic, I don't know. Right, I'm going to ploy on the battery for Alonso here onto lap 3 because I want him to sling past GASLY and then get right on the back of these Ferraris and Red Bulls. We've got Sainz within 1 second there. Then they're still within 1 second of everyone pretty much ahead. So if Alonso can get by here, that would be very ideal. Alonso in the slipstream, pulling out. GASLY goes a bit defensive behind. We're pulling away again, like in Australia, away from the Mercedes cars. But GASLY puts up a bit of defense. I might have to just say let him by, you know, because I want him to get in the middle of this fight. Right, don't fight teammate GASLY. Let him by. Let him by. All good. All good. Right, you can go back to what you were, mate. Let's see now. Alonso on the back of Carlos Sainz. GASLY, he's got a Mercedes in his midst. Alonso, though, can he do anything with a fast lap of the GP? Make an overtake on a Ferrari? No, he can't. GASLY, does he defend from Hamilton? He's going to have to try his best, please. Oh, we left him a little bit vulnerable here. GASLY going to have to push a bit now to catch up. Right, GASLY's now right back underneath Alonso's rear wing, so that's calm. So now we can calm things down. Going to go for overtake mode with Alonso, with DRS open. GASLY's pulling in as well. Yellow flag. Oh, safety car. Safety car. We've had a crash on track. Don't know who for, but early safety car is going to calm things down here for a moment. I might even pit in GASLY. If we're doing a one-stop with him, could I go all the way to the end? Is it a bit too early? Maybe so. Maybe so. Yeah, safety car. How long do these go? Russell's out. Oh, Russell's out. Oh, that's big for us. That's massive for us. Russell's out. Crashed at turn 7. Is it a crash with his teammate? Or is just a lockup going straight on? It's just a lockup straight on. Big, big crash. And he is out. Okay, a bit of breathing room in that respect. But, and we'll look at this. Okay, hard tyres go. 66 laps they go, allegedly. 66 laps. Screw it. This is how we won the race in Australia. It was Alonso's turn that time. This time, it's the turn of GASLY. I'm going to pit him in. I'm going to pit him in. He's going to lose a lot of positions here, but we are getting a free pit stop. A complete free pit stop here. Right, race control. Safety car's in. With GASLY, I'll go standard for now. And then once he gets into a bit more clean air, then we'll work on just conserving this. This is a very bold call for GASLY, but I want to try it. I want to try it because apparently they could get to the end. And if they could be quite useful. Not been the best restart, though, for Alonso. I will say that much. But the cars are fighting ahead. We've got a chance here to attack. And attack Alonso might. Could he go around the outside? Whew. I would have made that move. I would have tried that around the outside if I was driving for him in his car. But, of course, we are just simply managing this at the moment. I need to watch out on the deployment because we deployed a lot there. But can he go around the outside of the Ferrari? Ooh, he's going to try it. Come on, Fernando. Get stuck in, lads. Alonso's gaining, but he's not going to be close enough. Meanwhile, for GASLY, P19 could be making a move on the Williams of Tsunoda here. Very weird to say that, but can he go around the outside? I think he will, you know. Ooh, still making moves, even though he's on light. That's pretty good. That's what we want. We want moves whilst he's on light. And Alonso's right up the chuff of this Ferrari. Right, let's put harvest. Let's keep this harvest neutral right now. I feel like we're in a good position. We cool down the tyres a sec. Harvest maximum we can. And then we're going to pounce on the next lap. Right, overtake mode. Go, attack. Let's go, let's go. DRS, is it going to be available this lap? I think it is, maybe? No. Next lap. But we're gaining a decent amount. Okay, go harvest here. Is he going to attack down the inside? Go for it, mate. Go for it. Yes, Alonso! Here we go. On the inside of the Ferrari. Keep your nose in if you can, mate. Come on. Yes. Come on. Surely not. Okay, Verstappen and Leclerc, they're getting away a little bit. And GASLY overtakes Schumacher, so more positions being gained whilst on this hard compound on light. Right, DRS, yellow flags in Sector 3. Lost a bit of time in Sector 3, actually, with Alonso. Hamilton's lurking in the rear wing. We've both got DRS, and we're both going to pull up on the cars ahead, but it's kind of stationary, finding it tough to really make any inroads. Meanwhile, GASLY making more moves. Move on Tsunoda. Again, oh wait, so he's re-overtaken. So Tsunoda actually attacked him a bit then. Right, gonna get GASLY past Stroll, because then in clean air he can do his thing. Come on, get past him. Past. Good. Calm. Right, now lights. And deploy. And then let's just calm it down. Yeah, there we go. That's exactly what I wanted. Right, clean air. Buckets of clean air now for GASLY. Up till Joe. 3.3 to be exact. So now that's where you can do some good work, I think. Meanwhile, for Alonso, still under the rear wing of Sergio Perez. Not quite the optimum time to come in. Alonso's deployed this whole time, and he's still behind Perez. He might make a move here, ironically, but that might just be the time to pull him in for the pits. Right, committing to this. Hards. Pitting now. Let's go. And he's going to come out in some clean air, I think. Comes out behind Gasly. Alonso overtaking Stroll. Nice move down the inside. Gasly just got Latifi as well. So I think he's, yeah, okay, he's in good clean air. There's literally, yeah, okay, there's a big train he's coming up to. But the hope is they're going to pit pretty soon, I think. Because I think the pit window is around 20 to 25 for a normal one stop. Right, Alonso, DRS with Latifi. Hopefully he gets the overtake done. Come on, mate. DRS open. Can't get stuck here, mate. You can't get stuck behind this ass. Oh, no. This is our worst nightmare. Don't get stuck behind him. Right, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, yes. There we go. There we go. Love it, love it. Keep going. So lap 24, sit rep. Alonso's there. Clean air. Gasly's P12, having just overtaken Albon. He is now in this pack of cars. So he is losing a bit of time now, but I think he's still going to be net positive, like, compared to these guys who are still very much in this train of Verstappen to Leclerc, Sainz, Perez, Hamilton, hoping they're just losing time to each other. What are their last lap times? 1:18, 1:19. We did a 1:20, 1:19. What we're doing, similar lap times on hards for Alonso. Slower lap times for Gasly, but we've gained, obviously, the track position. And Verstappen's in. Verstappen is pit. Let's see where he comes out. That's going to be very interesting compared to everyone else. Where is Gasly? Gasly's there. Gasly's through. Gasly's ahead of Verstappen. Alonso's behind, but only, you know, that's it. That's that gap we're trying to bridge with this two-stop. Try and clear Verstappen and then get a move on. But Gasly's in play on the one-stop, the long, long one-stop. And now the rest of them are coming in. Right, let's see. Let's see where they end up. This is going to be very interesting. Oh, Hamilton's jumped Sainz in the pits. Okay, okay. Where's Gasly in all this? Gasly gets through. Gasly's ahead of Hamilton. So Hamilton and Sainz come out behind. Alonso's just there. Just there. And he's gonna get the Ferrari. Okay, good. We've got a Ferrari behind us. Right. Alonso may get re-overtaken here. Sainz with DRS. We do not. And we're on neutral ERS. He's maybe gonna fly by, but can Alonso give him any kind of a tackle? Maybe even use him to pull us along. Meanwhile, Gasly is ahead of everyone. He's ahead of everyone. Yellow flag. Oh! Who's that in the wall? Oh, that's Albon. Oh my god! For a second there, I thought for a split second there that was Gasly, but no, he's calm. He is calm. Gasly closing up to Magnussen. Is that going to be anything? No safety car this time for a crash in a similar position. Gasly pulling in with DRS on the car ahead to stay ahead. Alonso with overtake mode, unable to get close to make a move on Sainz. Could he? No. Maybe here. Overtake mode. Oh, a lot of traffic ahead. Gasly's in the mixer with it, and Verstappen's closed up. Right, I'm going to go aggressive with Gasly for a moment, just to get him past this Haas. Just get a car between ourselves and the Red Bull. Come on, no. Get him, get him, get him. We need it. We need to get him now. All right, Gasly overtake mode here, up the hill. Could he make a pass around the outside? Dive around the outside. Oh, this could be a great move from Pierre Gasly to get a car in between himself and the Red Bull. And he does. Good stuff. Good stuff, Pierre. Good stuff. And Alonso overtook Sainz. Alonso got Sainz in the same way, I think. Up the hill. I think he did. Round the outside. Okay. So now I can use this just to harvest for a lap here with Gasly. Alonso got the Ferrari. Might want more. We'll go neutral just for a lap. Gasly behind the Alpine. The Red Bull's gonna not get the Haas. That's what we want. That's what we want. And Alonso going for another move on the Ferrari. Another Ferrari. This is the other Ferrari of Leclerc. Come on. Keep it footing. Keep your foot in. No. Oh, he was so close. That was nearly an awesome move by Alonso. And then some attack mode. Come on, Gasly. Let's get in it. Let's get the Alpine if we can. On the inside. There we go. Get the Alpine. Love it. Harvest. Neutral. Get one more car in between us. He's going to have to finish off this move. The Alpine's still there. I think he's got it. No, he's still firing him. He's still firing him. Okay, there we go. Back to light. DRS off the next car. As Verstappen gets Magnussen. So good timing for Gasly to get that move. Just as Verstappen got that move. Alonso trying it on Leclerc. Here we go. Second time lucky. Come on. Please pull this off. On the outside. Oh, keep your foot in, though. Keep it in the whole time. Has he got it? I think he has, technically. Still ahead of Leclerc. Just about. Side by side. He's got Hamilton just there to give him some DRS. Okay. We got him. We got him. I think. He's still there. Oh, he's still there. He's still there. Yes. That's it. That's it. That's what we want. That's what we want. Right, now get Hamilton. Next car up. No ERS. It's fine. We've got DRS to help us. Yellow. Oh, yellow flag. Sector 1. What's that for? None of us. We just got past Ocon as well. So, Gasly up into P2 now. That was good. Did Ocon run wide? Was that it? Yeah, Ocon ran wide. Ocon and the McLaren were fighting, and he ran wide, I think. Yeah, he went... Oh, no, that was us. Oh, we ran right. We ran wide and still got the overtake done. So, Ricciardo now is the one that leads. Ricciardo leads. Ricciardo leads this race. Right, going to try and get Gasly ahead of Ricciardo if we can. With an aggressive move on the outside. Come on. No, no, no. Not happened for him. Not happened for him. Calm it down. Alonso, we've cooled your tyres a bit. Let's attack now. Overtake. Oh, God. Overtake mode. Literally dumped the entire ERS into that corner. And Gasly as well. Our ERS is really dumping now at this part of the race. But Gasly's going for a move. On Ricciardo. Harvest to the next. P1. P1 for Gasly right now. But so much of this race to go. Right, Ocon is holding up Verstappen a treat. But Verstappen may just get released now. Yellow flags. That might just open the kettle of worms of Verstappen attacking us now once he gets past Ocon. And he will on the inside there. Meanwhile, Sainz ran wide and gives Alonso a bit of breathing room. But this two stop's really not working. I was picturing him flying past these guys because they're too busy protecting their tyres. But Imola's such a hard place to overtake at. In hindsight, should we have just, you know, kind of thought it'd be like real life? I keep thinking, you know, oh, it's a game, you know, like F1 22. Going to be able to make overtakes. The manager game's a bit more like real life where it is so difficult to pass. And now Gasly gets overtaken by Verstappen. But we'll stick with him. We'll stick with him now on standard. Let's see if we can try and hold in DRS with him. Yellow flags. Someone's crashed. Joe. In the Aston Martin at turn 7. Same place as Russell. No safety car this time, though, for either. Right, Alonso just got past Perez and Hamilton. I don't actually... I apologies, I missed it. Don't know how he's even done that, but he's now coming in. Gasly has lost the DRS off Verstappen, so that might be P1 blown, but we've still got a great chance, maybe, of hanging on to P2 here. Alonso's out in P14. And now it's about using these mediums to good effect and just going for it. Going to go down on fuel, though, because that is one issue that we're at. Right, new fastest lap for Alonso. He's flying out there on those mediums, looking to bridge that gap to Bottas. All right, defending again with Gasly. Don't know how useful this is going to be. Can he defend? Ooh, no, the Ferrari steamrolls past. Right, that might be our race for the top 2 over. But P3 could still be on. Ocon has done wonders for us to keep Perez at bay, so that might just get us to P3. Alonso, I think Gasly just ran wide there. No, Joe ran wide. Okay, good. Oh no, he did run wide. He did run wide. Gasly ran wide a little bit. Wee, okay, lost like a couple, 2 seconds, 3 seconds there maybe. So the gap is now 9.5 to Perez behind. I'm hoping that's going to be enough still to keep ahead. You know, Alonso's in the points, P9, so points with the 2 stops, still working out, but now let's see if we can try and get Bottas and then close up to Norris ahead. He's got Bottas. He got him actually before. I was waiting for him to do it in the DRS zone, but no, he's already got him. So now we'll just keep on going. Right, new fast lap by Alonso. He is setting this track alight, and we are catching up to cars. We've got the McLaren and Sainz up the road. So the Ferrari we were actually chasing after before is here now. And Perez is pit. Did Perez pit? Oh no, Perez ran wide. Perez has ran wide, so now Hamilton is the one that's nearest us with Gasly, trying to get to the end on this very audacious long one stop. So Alonso gains 1 free position there, because Perez is there, having visited the gravel trap, locking up, and now can Fernando go for a move with DRS? Let's go full out attack. Let's go. Come on. You can get these guys. Absolutely, you can get them. Going to go neutral here, because this seems to be the best way to do it. Going neutral through here, saving as much as we can, then deploy out of this corner. Alonso got Lando into the chicane round the outside. Good move. And now having a look at the Ferrari. And he's got the Ferrari. He's got the Ferrari. He's got him. He's got him. He just overtook him just then on the main straight. And Hamilton is now the next one up. Round the outside to the inside of the chicane. Lovely stuff, Fernando Alonso. And here he is now on Hamilton with harvest mode. We'll get him here now. Come on, surely. DRS. No DRS for Hamilton. Flies by. There we go. Alonso up into P4. And now the thing is, now we can just literally calm down. Because we've got 7 seconds to Gasly, the next car. I mean, you know, Alonso could try and close up to Gasly. If he does, I'm going to let him fight him. Fair play. But good move there. This is turning into actually a very, very good Grand Prix. We've got the margin for Gasly in P3 with 33% tyre wear. Leclerc and Verstappen, they weren't in their fight. You know, they weren't in this fight with us because 14.3 seconds. But what we have done is we've got Hamilton, Sainz, Perez. You know, that's solid. That's so solid. Alonso's getting a bit of pressure, though, from Sainz, so the battle's not over. The battle is not over. He's speeding up again a bit. It's the DRS. It's the DRS. It's so powerful. Not getting enough, though, hopefully. Come on, Alonso. Stay with the program, Alonso. Defend that. Yeah, cool. Sector 1. Harvest through all here. Harvest. Deploy. Neutral. That's what we want. Right, again. Same thing. On neutral. It's only the second last lap, so I'll go attack, actually. Got the tyre wear for it. Again, defending. Oh, lapped car in the way. That's good for us. That's calm. Right. Harvest through here. Sector 1. Micromanaging this so much. And then harvest through this final corner. Deploy. And then neutral. Good. Sweet stuff. Right. Aggressive. Because what tyres is he on? He's on 20... He's on 45% hards. That's why he's attacking us a bit now. But it's the last lap. Verstappen is going to go on to win this Grand Prix. Leclerc second. Gasly, though. There he is in a podium. And Alonso, one last lap to micromanage this. And then we're good. Then we're golden. We even got some fuel to use to help us out a bit. One last lap. Just keeping ahead of Sainz. We've actually broken... Have we broken 1 second? No, we're not broken 1 second. But we're good. We're good. Harvest again through here. All calm. And then deploy through here. Going to go standard. And then deploy all the way to the end of the lap. Because we're good. We should be good. Like this. So Verstappen coming through the final corner. He's going to win the Imola GP. Fair play to him. Leclerc second in a different class. But we have outmaneuvered everyone else. We've actually closed up. Look, Alonso's closed up to Gasly here. So, could Alonso get him on the last lap? The two-stop. The two-stop could do this. Oh, I really hope that this doesn't... please get to the line. Everyone, get to the line. Get to the line. Use that fuel. Alonso, will he go for a move on the line? No, they're going to come across it. It's going to be 3-4 across the line. Solid race. That is a great race for us. That is a great race. We did not have the pace versus Leclerc and Verstappen, but the faith of a one-stop with a safety car and that aggressive two-stop paid off for us. What driving from Fernando Alonso. Great recovery from where he was, stuck on that hard compound. And Gasly does very well.
Very good race. Drive offline, save you.
Well, this weekend, Pierre Gasly flew us to the stars. This podium is a remarkable achievement for the whole team. The Frenchman was in sublime form today, fully deserving of his podium finish here. But there we have all three drivers that are taking home the silverware, along with the most valuable points.
Very, very solid race. Alonso, no point for the faster lap now with the regulation changes, but still good to see, really, that the car has some genuine pace there when the tyre compound is with them. And, well, Gasly and Alonso climb up 4 and 5. Perez down the order. The two are very close. That's what you want to see. Constructors-wise, 80 points. Building a little momentum there, I hope. Clearly, Red Bull and Ferrari still too fast for us, but that's promising that we've gone from Australia to that, and the performance is sort of, you know, is staying a little bit. And a good day in the office in terms of money. We've got now 9.2 million with the sponsorship also, and then just the general board payments. 1 development point for GASLY. I'm going to put that onto braking because that seems to be such an important part of this game with the drivers. So very, very decent 4th round of the season. Guys, if you have enjoyed that, hit the like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you're around here, then do get subscribed for weekly Formula 1 content. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.